Welcome to this week's episode of Holly's Racing Fantasy. I'll bring you the latest news and what's going on around NASCAR. We'll hit the highlights from last week's race, and I'll give you my fantasy picks for this upcoming week. Join John and I for all things fantasy, and we're going to have a whole lot of fun while we do it. Stick around. Holly's Racing Fantasy is sponsored by Fifth Down Fantasy. For the latest NFL news and pro football and NASCAR picks, trust the gang over at Fifth Down Fantasy. Since 2016, Fifth Down Fantasy has been a favorite destination for football fanatics looking for smart and savvy advice and analytics. Visit fifthdownfantasy.com today. Fifth Down Fantasy, real fantasy advice by and for real fantasy players. And just like that, Talladega is here and gone.
And gone and won't be back to the fall, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Which, watching the race this week, made me wonder again why they have Talladega as one of the playoff races in the fall.
To keep it looking like a circus.
Man, because anything can and will happen.
Oh, that's for sure.
At this crazy ass super speedway.
And
it did.
It's crazy.
And it did happen. It did.
It did.
Now I gotta tell you.
Because what happened?
Well, here's what happened.
Who won, Halls?
Well, okay. Kyle Busch won. Kyle Busch, who I said not to pick because he has 7 DNFs here and he hasn't won at this track in 15 years. No lie. But he won.
He won. How did he win?
Oh, he didn't even lead a lap. He
really?
Snuck in there, and the very end.
He stole it.
He stole it.
He stole the race.
Because Bubba Wallace tried to make a bold move on Ryan Blaney. It didn't work out. Wallace wrecked. He took out a bunch of other people, but it took enough speed off of Ryan Blaney so that he couldn't catch up. Kyle Busch shot through like an arrow and came out first.
Wow.
Ryan Blaney did finish second, but I got to tell you, Ryan Blaney worked his rear end off
he should have got
all
the win.
day and really deserved that win.
But that's racing, right?
But that is racing, especially at a super speedway.
Yep.
And especially at Talladega, where you can go, the only super speedway that you can do what, John?
Go 3 wide.
Exactly. So an interesting factoid is that Kyle Busch's team told him to come in for gas, and he said nope. And he took a gamble. He disobeyed direct orders, took a gamble, and that's how he won.
And it paid off.
But again, I feel bad for Ryan Blaney. He was my brilliant pick last week, or at least one of them.
Yep.
And he came in second.
Yeah, I really felt bad for him because, I've been complaining about him.
Yeah, he
like
led
every week.
47
he did good.
of the laps.
Mm-hmm.
And he has a 55 race winless streak.
Wow.
And it looked like he was going to break it.
Yeah.
So it was just, it's too bad.
And that's like week to week where you like, wow, I like Kyle Busch, yay for him. And then other weeks you're like, Kyle Busch.
I know, right?
Yeah.
God, I know.
It was like, oh, not this week, Kyle.
I know. Tell me about it.
I know.
So what else happened here? Kyle Busch won, Ryan Blaney second. Every week that I tell people that they should keep an eye on Chris Buescher, he doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
One week where I don't say anything about him, there he is at number 3.
There he is.
Chase Briscoe, number 4.
Yeah, heating up.
Chase Briscoe is really doing great.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Brad Keselowski, number 5.
Yeah.
Eric Jones, bold pick. Eric Jones came in 6th, so that
He
means
needed that.
he will keep his single-digit finish record at Talladega.
That's
there
good.
he is. Son of a gun, William Byron crept in
Yes, he did.
and ended up 7th.
Yeah.
I mean, he was not running well. He started 18th. He was running in the mid-teens all day. There he was.
Yeah.
Christopher Bell snuck up into number 8th.
Yeah.
Daniel Suarez, number 9. And Todd Gilliland comes in 10th.
I'm telling you, that dude owes us money.
I'm getting a Todd
we mentioned
Gilliland.
his
I know.
name.
Yes.
And the guy is in the top 10.
I'm getting a Todd Gilliland t-shirt.
Are you?
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say I'm getting a Todd Gillian tattoo.
Oh
and I'd be
God.
like, really? Wow.
That is hilarious.
Yeah.
No, Chase Elliott ended up 12th. So that's great.
Yeah.
He's getting that. And he led 7 laps.
He won a stage,
And he
right?
won a stage.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Denny.
I thought when he won that stage, it was gonna be like, oh, here's a story.
Man,
like
I did
watch
too.
him win this.
I know.
He's gonna get a win though.
Yeah,
he will.
He will. Oh yeah, he will. Maybe this week.
Absolutely.
But we'll get to that later.
Okay.
Ricky Stenhouse Jr. 15th. I don't need to go through everything.
No.
But who came in 11th is JJ Yelly.
JJ Yelly, who I told you not to pick.
I know.
I'm just kidding.
Who didn't come into even the top 15 is Denny Hamlin.
Denny Hamlin.
Pole winner Denny Hamlin led 7 laps.
Yep, that was it.
Finished 15th.
Yep.
I mean, it was just a bunch of junk happening. People spinning on pit road. Tyler Reddick spinning around on pit road. Chase Briscoe spinning around.
Yep.
Really crazy.
That was coming on the pit row, right?
Yes.
Yeah, because they're going so fast.
I know.
I think a lot of them got like, whoa.
Eric Almirola won a stage.
Yeah.
17 lead changes among 9 different drivers.
And then at the end, all those restarts
Oh my gosh.
threw it up in the air.
It really did.
Yeah.
Unbelievably so, Christopher Bells is still leads the points over Ross Chastain.
Okay.
I don't get it.
How about the Joey Logano move?
The hot dog?
The hot
The
dog.
hot dog up the middle?
Hot dog up the middle.
To not go a lap down?
Yeah.
Right? Because
that was insane.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It was crazy. He ended up in the back of the pack, and he did just a spectacular move, dropped right into the middle of the pack, made everybody go around him. It was really fun.
They expected him maybe just to bow down to the
think
bottom of the track and let. He was like, "Nuh-uh,
Nope.
I've got new hair and I'm taking a chance."
Absolutely,
and it paid off. But boy,
Yep.
man, that shows how brave they are sometimes.
I
mean,
know.
like,
it really does.
Holy,
it really does.
Yeah.
Eric Almirola and Kevin Harvick each led 11 laps.
Okay.
And they were both up there all day, but that stupid multi-car wreck at the end in the first overtime,
Yeah.
they ended up like 21st and 20th. So
Yeah.
just crazy. Super Speedway is always crazy. I know a few people on my fantasy team got busted with all that.
Yeah.
Couple people ended up okay. I'm lucky I had Eric Jones as my secondary driver because that's the only thing that kept me from falling in the back.
It was the first time this year it paid off to have Ryan Blaney.
I know. It's true.
Come on, keep winning, Ryan.
Oh, and this was also Kevin Harvick's 800th start.
That's right.
And I was a little afraid that he might win because I'm thinking, I should have put him in my fantasy picks.
800
starts. Crazy, man.
That is like
I know.
I can't even talk.
I know. It's
can't even
hard
put that in perspective.
to believe. Oh, and I don't forget the restart. What happened on the restart? Ross Chastain was a dick.
Oh,
That's what happened.
Yes.
As usual.
I think he kind of screwed the whole race up again.
Man.
To where, I mean,
well, I
not
don't know.
again,
but still, it's these crazy
he drops
overtimes.
down, right?
Right.
And like thinking he's going to do something.
Right.
And all he did was wreck. That seems so on purpose because he drops down and there's like, you either are going to go up the sucker hole, what they call it sometimes.
That's what
that
they call
middle
it.
there.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Yep.
Or wreck everyone behind you and cause and get your position, cause a caution and then take your position.
Right. Absolutely.
Which that seems like that's what he did.
Right. But
he put himself in the position to win.
He did, but he didn't win. So
and I'm glad.
He ended up 23rd.
Yeah.
Well,
let's
see.
I
know.
It just
And
seemed kind of a jerky move.
after the race, Ryan Blaney and Bubba Wallace are good friends. So Blaney simply said, I know he was going for the win, which they both were. Both Blaney and Bubba, they were doing what they could to go for the win. But Blaney did say that Bubba gave him a triple block, and you can't really block 3 times and think that that's going to go okay.
At that speed?
It's right. It's not going to
way.
work out, and that's what happened. And Bubba, a little Bubba drama, of course.
Oh, was there Bubba drama? There was.
He had his helmet off,
He's
walking
in the
up.
Roman Coliseum.
Oh.
Are you not entertained? I'm Bubba Wallace.
He absolutely was.
Showing off for the boss.
Yeah, because Michael Jordan was there.
Yeah.
Michael
MJ.
Jordan, MJ, who is from Wilmington.
He is.
And they said that he grew up going to races around the local area here with his dad.
Yeah.
Because we have several of the NASCAR Cup Series tracks.
Are not too far from us.
Not too far from us. Have we gone to any yet? No, not yet.
But
well, that doesn't matter. We will.
Yeah.
We're getting there.
We're gonna.
So yeah, MJ was there.
maybe we can get a sponsor from MJ
Get out.
for our show.
Oh,
since
yeah.
we're from his hometown.
That's right. Maybe we can get a few more listeners.
We don't have a lot of listeners.
I'm really going to work on the social media aspect of this.
Yeah.
Well,
say that
I know.
You say it every week.
I do.
Yeah.
But other than that, Gregson and Burton got into it, which that was kind of a bummer too, because Gregson was right there on the top and started in the front row on a restart.
Yeah, and his mom was all happy.
His mom was all, no, that was Burton's mom.
Oh, that's Burton's mom.
Yeah, Burton's mom, Kim.
Yes.
Kim was all like peeking through her fingers. She couldn't watch because Burton actually was up there for a while.
Right.
But then, another accident. They got into each other, but it was not on purpose. No. It was unintentional.
Which sometimes it's been on purpose between those two.
They have a history in Xfinity.
Yes, but this time it was not on purpose.
Not on
he was
purpose.
actually pushing him and doing well.
It just
the car got janky.
The car got janky.
The car got janky with it.
It sure did. It got janky with it.
Yeah.
Tick-a-tick-a-tick-a-tick.
Mm-hmm.
That's not how the song goes.
No, not even close.
Tick-a-tick-a-tick-a-tick.
There's a tick-a-tock, that's like Dr. Evil. Tick-tock, tick-tock. Am I getting janky with it? Can I get janky with it, Scott? No?
Oh, God. Yeah. But, that's it. Everybody took the races and Kyle Busch, or everybody took the chance in the race, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
And the Red Sea parted when Bubba and Blaney went up, and he came through it like Moses and the Israelites.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So,
hey,
whatever. So that's it. Talladega 1 is in the books. We won't see you until the fall.
That's right. And I hope Ryan Blaney gets a win here soon.
He will.
Yeah.
Just probably not this week.
Yeah,
because we're going to Dover.
But
we'll get into that a little bit
good.
later. All right. So let's go to NASCAR news.
Sounds good.
Okay, it's time for the NASCAR news, everybody.
Here we go, NASCAR news.
Biggest news to come out today, which it's a good thing I took a peek before we got on here to start recording the show. Alex Bowman will miss the next 3 to 4 weeks in the Cup Series.
Wow.
Yep, he was competing in a sprint car event last night in Iowa.
Okay.
And he fractured a vertebrae.
Wow.
Yep. So...
Can we talk about that for a second?
Yes.
Do you think that goes back to the Hendricks policy there?
I don't know.
Letting your drivers do whatever.
Yeah, but it's not like he was snowboarding.
Yeah, I know he wasn't snowboarding.
A lot of them do that, though.
Yeah, but Alex Bowman's fragile.
Yeah,
this dude,
what? I know.
He had dizzy spells and anxiety.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like, man, you gotta handle this guy carefully.
He's gotta be, I know.
Because he's gotta be out there on Sunday.
It's true. I know. It's true.
I'm not saying about I said the policy thing, but you know what? Forget the policy.
I know what you mean. Do you think it's the matter of these guys go out and do these crazy things? But a lot of them race on the side, especially Kyle Larson. Yeah. I think Chris Bell does. I think Bowman obviously does. Byron a little bit, but man.
Does Denny Hamlin?
Sometimes, not as much as he used to.
He plays handball.
He plays a lot of golf, I think.
Yeah, he plays golf. He likes basketball too.
He does like basketball too. Yeah, him and Bubba do a lot of basketball.
That's cool.
But a statement released by Alex Bowman says that he wants to let everybody know he's feeling okay. His focus is on healing and resting. Being out of the car is never an update any driver wants to make.
No.
He's doing everything he can at home to help the team and get back in the 48 as soon as possible.
Okay.
And guess who is replacing him, which is so funny. Guess who's replacing him?
The one, Josh Berry.
Josh Berry will be replacing him.
Josh Berry.
I know. He's like a really good, substitute.
He's good.
So
yeah. You can't go wrong.
No.
I mean, you're 48.
No, this kind of shoots my fantasy picks because Alex Bowman is good at Dover, and I was going to put him on the list, which, so before we do our fantasy segment, we'll have to do some quick research.
Okay.
Although I wouldn't put it past Josh Berry to win because the number 48 is just, that's
He might just have that in his side.
That magic. 48 magic at the Monster Mile, right?
Right. If Jimmy was there.
Oh, man, I'm telling you.
Know.
So that's that with Alex Bowman. We wish him a speedy recovery because I like Alex Bowman.
I like Alex. He's a good guy.
He is.
Yep.
And the other bit of news is that NASCAR and Sirius XM agreed to a multi-year extension of broadcasting.
Oh.
I try to sound so professional. So, yeah.
Stop eating chicken wings while we're doing this.
Right? So you can subscribe to Sirius XM and get the 24/7 NASCAR content.
That's Man,
I know.
Do we have that?
I don't think we have it with our cheapo package.
We don't have the cheap pack. We have the cheap pack.
We do, but that's good enough for me, man. As long as I got Ozzy's Boneyard and Hair Nation. I'm all
Ozzy's
right.
Boneyard.
Although I do like the classic rewind from time to time.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes the 70s on 7.
Thank you, SiriusXM.
Maybe
we can get on there.
Hey,
wait a minute. Maybe we should be on there.
Free sponsorship.
Come on.
Oh my God.
And Bakersfield V.
And Bakersfield. Yeah.
I like Dwight
That's
Yoakam.
you've got your stuff you listen
Outlaw Country.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, the Beatles channel.
Yeah, Elvis Radio.
Elvis Radio. Thank you very much.
That's that. So you know what? That's pretty much all the news.
That's it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's really not a lot to talk about.
No.
But we can get more into, the fantasy picks. We got Cooter. Cooter was at Talladega.
Cooter's at Talladega. We got him coming up.
I know.
Hear his report.
I can't wait to see what happens.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're going to Dover this week. Dover Motor Speedway, also known as the Monster Mile.
We've driven past Dover
Millions of times.
Man, it's big.
It is a big speedway.
Yeah, it's a big speedway.
Well, it is and it isn't because it's actually only a 1 mile.
Yeah, it's a mile.
It's a 1 mile intermediate track.
Right.
Crazy. And it's very hard to pick for that one too because it's almost like everybody has won it once.
Right.
So, I mean, because Jimmy Johnson won it all the time.
He did.
So all the current drivers, who else had an opportunity to win,
Yeah.
But there are some drivers that always notoriously do well at this track.
Okay.
So
We'll have to look at them.
yeah, we'll look at them. Okay. And I think that'll do it for the news.
Okay.
Okay, babe.
NASCAR news.
All right.
And if you don't, we're here for you for the news.
We are.
Like,
we're
if
here
you don't have the internet or a phone, I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but
yeah, you might not have the internet.
You might not have the internet or a phone, but hopefully
you might have
listen to podcasts.
So does that mean like a Fred Flintstone, like pterodactyl, is delivering this segment?
It could. It very well could be.
If they don't have internet.
If they don't have internet.
They're getting this podcast through telepathy. Telepathic intervention.
Scary.
It's scary.
It's scary.
All right.
All right. Enough fooling around.
Enough tomfoolery.
Tomfoolery. Stop your tomfoolery.
Stop your tomfoolery.
You ever been told that?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
All right. We'll come back with Cooter, right?
Yep. Cooter's up next.
All right.
All right.
Oh, man, I have missed that music.
Oh, yeah.
It's hard to go
Oh, yeah.
a week without Cooter Mouse.
Ooh, that smell. I got to smell that smell.
You were in Alabama.
Oh, yeah.
You were steeped deep in the South.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Did you have fun?
Oh, we did, man. I saw about 13 Leonard Skinner tribute bands. That's why I'm that smell. Oh, yeah. I like that smell.
I love it. Were they good?
Oh, they were excellent.
Oh, good.
When skies are so blue, yeah.
Cooter.
Right?
Cooter, you're
Love that guitar riff.
you are the best. You know that?
Did you feel that way?
I know, yeah.
Just send me another $1. Whoa, $1 a race. I'm up to $11.
Oh my God, I know, but you're so entertaining.
Oh, well, thanks.
You're welcome. How was racing at Talladega?
Racing was awesome. Speed.
I know. I thought of you on lap 2 when Michael McDowell blew his tire out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
that was us.
That
Yeah,
you
we spun that. We spin him around.
you guys always have a way of sabotaging Michael McDowell.
Because all my family, bets on Michael McDowell like he's going to win. And I'm like, you ain't winning.
I love it.
That.
I love it.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
yeah, I saw all my southern cousins.
Oh, nice. Cooter cousins.
Cooter cousins.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Did you have a lot of fun with them?
We did.
Did they come to the race
We
too?
went mudding.
Oh.
We saw all those Leonard Skinner tribute bands. We had a barbecue.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
barbecue rat.
Oh, no. What do mice eat at barbecues, Cooter?
I don't really know. I mean, whatever's there. Whatever falls from the table.
I bet.
Yeah.
I love it. Nice.
Yeah.
So, also, we know that Ryan Blaney was almost out of gas there.
Actually, you want to know something?
I think
Me and my cousins, my southern cousins, we were out on the track pushing him.
I had a
Because we
feeling.
didn't want him to run out of gas.
That's
we had
right.
so much money on him.
So when he was coasting in between on the caution,
We were out there. You couldn't see us.
You're pushing
we were
him
pushing.
around.
We were pushing real good. Push it, baby. Yeah.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I think what else happened there. We had a lot of fun.
I
We went
know.
mudding too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Again?
Yeah, mudding.
I didn't know that mice were into mudding.
Oh, we love mud. We love mud.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, we do.
Are you going to go all the way up to Dover this week?
I don't think so.
No, I think you better.
Why?
Because people miss it when you're not there.
Oh, do they?
Yes.
Huh? You sure?
Well, our two listeners. Well, okay. One of our
Two
listeners.
listeners. Oh, no wonder you only pay me $1.
One,
That makes sense.
one of our listeners actually texted me and said, they really missed Cooter Mouse and they couldn't wait to hear what he was going to have to say about Talladega.
Oh, okay. Well,
So then I'm afraid if you don't go to Dover,
the Monster Mile, right?
I know. But you know what? You can go to Dover, but then you could skip Kansas and go right to Darlington. Actually, Darlington is very close to us, so maybe we can get you in the studio that week.
Oh, yeah.
That would be great.
I'd like to come to the studio.
I would love that.
You better send a drone if I'm going to make it to Dover.
I will. Yeah, I know.
UPS,
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to happen.
I don't think
But
so.
if you send a drone
Yeah, I'm sending a drone to get you
or
up to Dover.
overnight, maybe FedEx, I don't know.
FedEx.
Maybe Denny Hambone.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I swear that the Dover used to be like the FedEx 400 or
It
something.
might have.
Well, it's now the Würth 400. I don't even know what that is.
I don't know.
So here's what I was gonna say. So the last time you were at a super speedway was the Daytona 500.
Yeah. And guess what happened?
I know. Bad things happen.
What happened?
Half of your
Say
kids
it. Just say it.
half of your kids got wiped out
Half my kids got wiped out by who?
crossing the track
By who?
by Kevin
Kevin
Harvick.
Harvick. Yeah,
Right.
I got my eyes on you, Kevin.
Right.
Yeah.
But this time, the rest of your family did not get wiped out.
No, because I replaced everybody. I mean, it's been like a month, so we already had like 50 more kids.
Yeah, mice are pretty
Yeah.
good at procreation.
Yeah, we're very good. We got that art down. you
Yeah,
know?
I'd say.
Oh, yeah.
But good, so everybody stayed healthy.
Everyone's healthy.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So, very cool. We're going to send a drone, get you down there and get you up to the Monster Mile.
That'd be cool.
And then the week after, we'll take a little break. Then you come in for the Darlington.
Yeah.
That'd be
I'm going to
awesome.
stop by the studio, too.
Stop by the studio for Darlington, and
Okay.
Then we'll send you out there since
That
it's so
sounds cool.
close. Awesome.
Because I heard people were maybe thinking that I might co-host one of these shows, you know?
Yeah, that's what John said last
Yeah.
time. He thought maybe you could co-host a show.
That'd be pretty cool.
You know what? I'll talk to him about it, and I'll see if you can co-host Darlington.
Okay.
That would be pretty fun.
That'd be kind of fun.
It would be fun.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, because you can go to the race,
Yeah.
and then you can come here like the next day
Okay.
because the race is on Sunday, and we
Right.
record on Wednesdays. So,
Wednesday. Yeah.
and since it's only an hour and a half away, we'll get you here by then.
Okay.
All right.
Let's do that.
All right.
I'll plan on it.
You'll co-host the Darlington recap.
Yeah. Unless you want people to vote on it, you have to go to Facebook. Vote on it.
That would require me actually doing something with the Facebook page, right?
Oh, you still haven't done anything
Oh,
with
my-
Facebook? What do you do?
I will get there.
Yeah.
I will get there.
I mean, you got a good show. It sounds good. It looks,
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know. I'm discouraged because I only have 6 listeners,
Okay. Well,
and 4 of them are related. And well, no, I guess we got like 10.
yeah. Well, if you buy all my kids' iPods, they can all subscribe.
That's true.
That'd be a lot of listeners. That's a lot of
I'll
money,
just,
though.
we'll set up a GoFundMe for Cooter Mouse.
Yeah. I like that.
Get Cooter Mouse's kids some iPods.
Yeah, let's get some iPads. We'll subscribe.
I know.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
All right, Cooter. Well,
That was fun.
it was fun.
Yeah, I love Talladega.
I'm glad.
I'll go back there in the fall.
Oh, you will. You'll
Yes,
go back
please.
there in the fall. It'll be championship time.
Yeah, I can't wait for the championships.
I know.
That's a ways away, that, though.
That is a ways away. Let's enjoy the spring and summer.
Yeah, spring and summer, baby. More barbecues.
All right, look out for that drone, and we'll get you up to Dover so that you could be there for the race on Sunday.
Awesome.
All right, Take care, Cooter.
Okay, you
Be
too.
good. Stay safe.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
You know what that sound is, folks? That's the tune that tells you it's time for you to get what you came for. Come for the fantasy, stay for the fun, and stay even longer to come back around to the fantasy. Because it's time for this week's NASCAR fantasy picks for the Würth 400 at Dover Motor Speedway.
Wow. Did you plan that? To say all that in one breath?
I am good like that.
Yeah.
It's just how I am.
All right.
Now, as everybody who likes NASCAR knows, that this is Jimmy Johnson's track.
Yep.
But since he's not going to be there, he's obviously not on my fantasy list.
Oh, he's not racing this week?
No.
I know he's not.
He won here 11 times, which is why nobody else got a chance to win here, which is why it's so hard. So hard.
Yeah.
But you know what? Here we go. Number one, brilliant pick. These are the expert picks that have the best chance to win or finish very well.
Okay.
Kyle Larson.
Of course.
He is hot.
Yep.
He has one win here and a bunch of top 5s and 10s.
Okay.
And I assume that he's going to, if he doesn't get his third win of the season, he should still do very well. He gets a lot of stage points. So Kyle Larson.
Okay.
Number 2, Kevin Harvick.
Kevin Harvick.
Outside of Jimmy Johnson, Kevin Harvick has led the most laps at Dover.
Okay.
And pretty much has the best record. Okay, check these out. And also, single-digit finishes in 11 of the last 14 races.
Ooh, that is good.
I know.
Yeah.
3 wins, 10 top 5s, and 23 top 10s.
Wow.
Yeah. So you can't go wrong with Kevin Harvick, I think. And
No.
by the way, he's got to win at some point this season.
Yeah, he's
And
gonna.
I think he's warming up.
Yep.
So then number 3 is Chase Elliott.
Chase Elliott.
Chase Elliott has 2 Dover wins.
Oh, wow.
I know.
Yeah.
And like 9 top 5s and 9 top 10s. So pretty cool.
That's cool.
So I'll probably pick Chase Elliott like every week until he wins, because I know that he is like one of the drivers that is trying to win every week,
Yeah.
because he's got to win to get in.
Right. He has to.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Chase Elliott.
Okay.
Bold picks. These are my fantasy like sleeper picks.
Okay.
Brad Keselowski.
Brad.
I mean, he's doing better. He has a win here, and he has like 10 top 10s. Last week he hung on for 5th place finish,
Gonna
which
open
is
up a bottle of Brad.
pretty impressive.
Okay.
Don't count him out. He's
All
bold.
right.
He's bold.
All
Okay,
right.
here's this one. Martin Truex Jr.
Oh, yeah.
Even though he's not having a great season yet, he's not having the worst season.
Better than last year, right?
Better than last year.
Yeah.
Okay, and he has 3 wins at Dover.
Okay.
And he has 18 top 10s.
Okay.
Like up until a few years ago, this guy finished like in the top 10 every week. Or
Yeah.
every year.
Oh, my gosh.
So
yeah.
it's kind of strange looking at his numbers. So,
Yeah.
you know what? I think as long as he doesn't do anything stupid, or his pit crew doesn't do anything stupid, or someone doesn't knock into him.
Right, which is all possible.
Yeah, which is all possible. So he's just got to hang tight and drive well.
Right.
Okay, and now my 3rd bold pick was going to be Alex Bowman,
Okay.
until I found out that he was out with a back injury.
Right.
So I not literally, but I pretty much did throw a dart at a dartboard.
Okay.
And Joey Logano, you're here by default.
Wow. Yeah.
He doesn't have a win in Dover,
Okay.
but he finishes pretty well.
Yeah.
He's got 15 top 10s
Oh.
and 5 top 5s. He's got a couple of DNFs here, though, so it makes me leery. But
Yeah.
you know what? You're here by default, so make me proud.
Okay.
Joey Logano, bold pick
Bold pick.
by default.
By default.
People to stay away from this week, I guess. I told you to stay away from Kyle Busch last week, and we know how that went.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I think Dover's a little bit of a different place. I think you're pretty much, there's not many surprises.
Okay.
Bubba Wallace, probably not going to do
Yeah.
well. He doesn't even have a top 10 here.
No.
But, he's having a better season, and he'll do all right.
Why?
Yeah, exactly.
The gods.
Austin Dillon.
Yeah.
He has a couple of top 10s here, but I feel like Austin Dillon keeps like either blowing an engine or doing something stupid or something weird happens to him this season. So take a pass on him.
Okay.
And then AJ Allmendinger.
Yeah.
He's just not
feeling the dinger.
I mean, 6th place finish at the Daytona 500, and he hasn't been in the top 10 since.
No.
And plus here at Dover, he's been here a bunch of times, and he's only hit the top 10 3 times over the years. So it's definitely not his best track.
Okay.
So I'd say hold off.
Okay.
So
that makes sense.
let me quick recap for the Würth 400 at Dover Motor Speedway. Brilliant picks, Kyle Larson, Kevin Harvick, and Chase Elliott. Bold picks, Brad Keselowski, Martin Truex Jr., and Joey Logano by default. And not so smart picks, Bubba Wallace, Austin Dillon, and AJ Allmendinger.
Okay.
And those are my NASCAR Fantasy Expert Cup Series picks for Dover. If you like what you're hearing, follow me on Facebook at Holly's Racing Fantasy for a little more information here and there. You can listen to the latest episode of Holly's Racing Fantasy every Friday whenever there's a Cup Series race, wherever you get your podcasts. Or subscribe to Holly's Racing Fantasy on YouTube for current and past episodes. Thanks. Oh, that's the end of the show.
That is the end.
Parting is such sweet sorrow.
Yes.
There's no sexy booth talk this week.
No,
they were pretty tame in the booth.
they were.
Maybe it's because Tony Stewart was guesting up there.
Yeah, they know I'm listening.
A couple times they talked about who had to come, but that was about it.
No.
But that was about it.
Yeah.
I'll pay more attention this week.
Yeah, we'll see what's going on.
Let me just quickly say, if you or someone you know suffers from a gambling addiction and would like help, please call the Gambling Addiction National Problem.
What? I think you need to say that again.
If you or someone you know has a gambling addiction and needs help, please call the National Problem Gambling Hotline at 1-800-522-4700.
There you go, folks.
Thank you.
No, there you go.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
We will go and see what happens in Dover. This week it's on FS1, so if you have cable, you're good. If you don't have cable, you can listen to it, or you can watch the live leaderboard on the NASCAR website.
With your 8,000 ads.
With 8,000 ads and just like...
Till you finally just go,
Forget it. I'll check after.
Crimson and Dover. Over. See? I was waiting to say that. Crimson and Dover. Because over and over they keep going around and around. Over and over.
They do.
Yeah.
Oh, they do.
They do.
Oh, they need to be sexy in the booth this week because
Yeah, we'll have to listen.
I need to hear something.
Yeah.
I need it next week.
Yeah.
All right, boys and girls and friends and coworkers and family and anybody who doesn't know us personally. Thanks for listening. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
And I hope you all have a lovely last week of April.
Yes.
We'll see you back here in May.
In May.
Already.
Sounds good.
Take care, stay safe, be good, be careful.
Race on.
Race on.